Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the Daily Update. Hope you guys had a good day trading today. Market is up 0.2% there on the S&P Nasdaq. Similar there. Semiconductors red today. Dow pretty much flat. Russell 2000. Made a little bit of move there, 0.7%. Transport flat. Banks 0.5% negative. Energy flat. Biotech made a move. Actually, biotech led the entire market today. I know biotech has been struggling for months here, so it's good to see biotech for the first time. I don't know when was the last time biotech led, but biotech led the market nonetheless today. Healthcare up a little bit. Home builders same there. Utilities pretty much flat. Retail down. Emerging market up 0.5%. Bitcoin up a little bit. Gold, silver, miners pretty much flat today. Dollar down. Oil up. Treasury bond down. VIX got hammered again. I mean, S&P 500 is only up 0.2%. And the VIX is down 10% today. I don't know what's up with that, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Let's do the S&P 500 ETF. Spider. 65-minute chart here. So this is where we close. Yesterday. And it looks like we slightly gapped up here, right? So this is where we close. And that was the first hour action. Came down a little bit on the second hour. Didn't even touch the 466 though. We kind of hung around here a little bit. And then looks like third hour. Looks like the reversal sequence there, right? Little doji, little follow through or little reversal and then a follow through candle. And that was the fourth hour, fifth hour. And we made new highs on that sixth hour. So we do see a little bit of continuation. A little bit of a, consolidation that happened all throughout last night's or yesterday's trading session rather. And then it looks like we're kind of coming out of that a little bit today. And then pretty subtle move, but bulls should be, pleased by this last couple days move, because this gap, right? This gap that was opened yesterday is still sustaining, meaning it's not filled, it's not even getting challenged. A lot of times when there's a big gap and follow through, bears like to kind of come down and retest, and we might do that still. But as of today, with the data that is at hand, we'll worry about things tomorrow when we cross that bridge. But for now, you can see bears are nowhere near this gap area, and bulls want to continue that. Bulls want to continue to protect this gap because let me tell you, as long as this gap remains open right here, that gap opened up yesterday, bulls will find a way to make new all-time highs and they will go after 500s. They will find a way because we're in a long-term uptrend, which we've been talking about in my weekly updates. And so let's kind of zoom out here a little bit. So we zoomed out looking at things a couple months here. So this is a prior peak right here. You can see it. That's the prior peak. We came right to that level. And that's obviously overhead supply. Last time we hit that vicinity, market did see big tankage with shenanigans for about half a month or so. So this is a level that, you know what I'm saying, there might be some jittery action. Buyers are getting a little bit too nervous, understanding that last time when we saw 469, 470, market did see that tank. So market is going to remember this level, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of downturn to 466, 464, unless you know how the buyers are. Sometimes they don't even want to deal with these kind of resistance levels. They just gap it up. And so then they don't even have to worry about it. That would be the best, most smoothest transition back to new all-time high level right here. So that's kind of the level we're dealing with. Check out the oscillator and see if we can extract any more information here. So you can see oscillators. Obviously, oscillator did push that oscillator all the way to the top of its band. We've been talking about this level quite some time here. So, and we also been talking about the bullish divergence, right? So you can see we got the bullish divergence, right? There. You can see on the price, lower lows, higher lows, higher low. Why does this happen? So you know what? The reason is why this happened is basically we're seeing the price making lower lows. There are a lot of pressure there, and buyers getting scared, right? And so they're cultivating these lower lows. What the oscillator is saying is that there's a clandestine buyers here. There's a hidden buyers here buying at this and buying these dips. And so the pressure is getting built up like your pressure cooker, right? So there are momentum to the downside, but that pressure is getting built. And then when that pressure is released, what happens is this is what happens, right? You see that oscillator just kind of jumping to the upside, advancing quickly there. And that's kind of what we saw here and here. So, in which we've been talking about the last couple weeks, following up this bullish divergence. And that happened. What was important though was that we saw that gap right here and able to reclaim that, held above it. And right now, so we are above the short-term moving average. As you can see, short-term moving is residing at 463.97. And so we're right at the resistance level, and that gap was opened up right here. You see this gap right here. There was a down gap. That down gap was obviously filled yesterday, and we're marching higher. If we don't see a new all-time highs quickly here, there's a good chance bears going to try to bring it down to about 466, 464. I think biggest challenge when we do see the price coming down, are the bears going to bring it down in a fashion that you can see it. Last time we did see that gap up here, and initially. Subsequently, we can see that initial gap up, subsequent that gap getting filled. And you can see that downturn for about 3 days or so. But we also talked about back then, we have cultivation of higher lows. And we also said that there's this uptrend there, right there. You can see right here, and we saw another gap up. So a little bit of shenanigan there after it reclaimed that short-term moving average. But once we reclaimed that short-term moving average and the momentum shifted, bulls just needed to kind of cultivate that higher low, and which has done right here. And after that, we saw that. So I think the only question right now is, okay, are we going to see, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see something like that coming down and then go up, or are we going to just skip that process right here and then just go right into this? And that's kind of the thing here. But only thing about it is last time when this thing did come down, the oscillator did not push. It was not pushed all the way to the top of his band here. And then when they pushed it all the way to the top of his band, that's when we saw that move. Right now, oscillator was pushed all the way to the top of his band. So I think we have a high probability. I think the worst case scenario, bears might come down to retest that short-term moving average and kind of retest that gap area before going up. I think that might be the worst case scenario this week. Or we may just continue to see another gap up. So keep in mind, there was that gap right here. And then we grinded higher. And then we saw another gap up, right? So there's a gap here. It's been grinding higher, and there could be another gap up. Let's see how it plays out. I'll come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening. Good luck trading tomorrow.